I have so many shoes. You can't have enough of shoes. Look at this love. Is this a specialized shoe with a Scotch shoe? How awesome isn't that? Well, let's talk about shoes, guys. Let's jump into it. This is a shoe. Well, obviously it's a shoe. This is a trail running shoe from Salomon. It's it's kind of famous model. It's called Speed Cross. But we ain't gonna talk about trail running. We're gonna talk about the shoes that kind of beginners usually use in sneakers or running shoes. Or if you're going for that, if you're going to use like trail running shoe or like a random sneaker, if you're going to trails with it, make sure the sole is solid and kind of stiff. You don't want to have like a Nike Jordan Air on you because it rips apart. This shoe is kind of stiff to be a running shoe, and it's really awesome for that. Besides, under it, you like to have it flat so you have good contact to your flat pedals when you're pedaling around. The more pegs you get inside, the better it is, but this is how good it gets with the Salomon. So let me show you with a pedal how it looks. This is a pedal, and this is a shoe. And these one don't love each other so much, because if I go up biking, I will probably have my foot kind of here. You see? Here. That's not so much contact going on because of the dubs. Those pegs really love rubber, and they work best on rubber. Therefore, it's not good with dubs under your shoe, because the only actual surface that it hits is where there is no pegs. You see? It's the middle of the pedal. That's not really good. You will slip off if it is wet outside. So make sure if you're using a running shoe, no dubs. Less dubs, the better grip you get. And the thing is, hard and stiff sole. This kills your Jordans. It will kill it in like 10 minutes or so. And when you jump on the bike, smack on the shoe so you sit there steady. Otherwise you will slip off. That's what you will do. So with that said, I'm gonna show you an option to this one, which is a biking shoe. This is a 510 shoe, which is my favorite brand overall of the brands. And I'm not sponsored, but I really like the stuff they do. Their sole is amazing. You see this one? It's kind of flat. It's a flat shoe for a flat pedal. You see the attachment points on this one. You have so much spikes into the rubber, you can't slip on it. Well, you can, but not as easy as the other one. This works really good together. This is a gravity shoe, much more lighter than the downhill shoe, and it's like wearing a regular sneaker, really. For me, I like to have a shoe you can move around with, and you can do that perfectly in this one. And if you want to jump off the bike and grab a beer or something in the bar, it's not clickety-clack when you walk into the bar. I prefer this before that one, and this one is much more expensive than this one. I think this one was 90 euros. I think this one was 140 euros. So it's really sad to rip it apart due to biking for, 10 minutes and this one dies. Go for a real shoe. Don't use like a sneaker. Don't do it. This is a downhill shoe. So what is the difference between the two? The difference starts at the design. This one is much lighter, this one is much heavier. This one doesn't have as much as protection as this one, and the sole is much more thinner on this one than it is on this one. But still, you have the same design of the soles. It's flat, with their, I don't know what they call it, stealth sole or something like that. I think it's called stealth actually. Well, it says stealth on it, so yeah. I don't care so much about branding really. I just want to have stuff that works, and this one works. For downhill riding in the forest, I use this one. You can see it's dirty. I don't wash my shoes because I like to have them dirty. Used mountain bike stuff is the best. I don't want to have it clean because it lived, all right? But that's just me. The thing is with this one, you have much harder for the toes. If you smack into the stumps, this will protect your toes, and it's really handy, especially when you're riding over roots and stuff and you slip off and smack it. it hurts. It hurts your toes. And this shoe is warm as fuck. If there is a sunny day and you're riding, this shoe is so warm. And that's the down point with it. But otherwise, besides that, it's a great shoe to wear to your flats if you're going downhills. Don't use sneakers if you're going downhills. Use a good shoe for the purpose. And this is good. I love it. I've been using this for like 2 years. And that's also one thing with the 510s. If I can rave about it, they last forever. Forever. I think I have shoes that I used like for every season in 2013, something like that. And they're still going on. And you know, when it comes to shoes, if you find your model, there's like, you're like a couple, the best romantic couple in the world. And you will never let it go, because you know, searching for a new shoe that fits as good as the old one is kind of hard. It's really hard, especially when it comes to biking shoes. It's, you know, it's not easy. The cross-country bikers love this shoe. Not just this shoe, but they love the style of these shoes. These clickety-clack shoes that we others hate. I must say these Scott shoes really keep up the quality. They are good. And this one looks so uncomfy, but it's a really comfortable shoe. This one is hard. It's that hard. You can't walk around with it. Try to walk up a slippery stone with this one. You will not. But it's a great cross-country shoe because it's hard, it's light, and these straps instead of laces, and you pull this one too. I know cross-country bikers don't like this so much because they think it's, you know, the feet collapse a little bit. It's a little bit, you know, they want to have it stuck in. I don't prefer this at all. I don't ride it. Maybe I use it from a gravel bike from time to time, but I usually not go for this one. And from that, Shimano came with another version of it, which is also kind of hard. But still, this one is more for enduro-ish. It's not cross-country. It's too bulky for that. And it also have laces like you pull here. Yeah, you know the deal. And also straps. The thing is with Shimano is that they are super small in the sizes. They are super small. Like, you know, you have to step up like 3 sizes kind of to reach the right one, and it doesn't stop there because it's so narrow here, and I have wide feet. So for me, the model for Shimano doesn't work for me at all. It's uncomfortable. That's what I can say about it. This is like a mid version of a mountain bike enduro shoe and a cross-country shoe. The thing that why I bought it is that it protects your inside of your feet here from smacking into your crank arms. But well, besides that, well, I don't know. Shimano is not for me. Maybe it's for you. And from Shimano we got Specialized. They also have their system, and this is a little bit softer shoe. It's more mountain bike, downhill-ish kind of shoe. I use this a lot, and it's also hard, but the sole it's more grippier than the other ones because the sole is more like rubber. You have the straps here as well, and you have the half boa system here. I found them kind of narrow in the front, but it works. I use this a lot, especially to my gravel bike. I use this one. One thing I should mention when it comes to biking shoes and fitting, always look at the centimeters instead of the sizes. The centimeters is more relevant. So different between the US, the France and the UK sizes. So always look at how long the shoe is. That's what's important. That's what I do. And also step up like a half size or so, because when you're biking, your feet swollen up. A shoe that fits when your feet are kind of cold in the store will probably not fit you at all when you go out in the trail. That's the sad part with it. So make sure that you have like half a size to play on, kind of. So from the half boa system to the full boa system, this is the full boa. Also from 510, it's kind of old model, but it's still out there, and they have fine-tuned it with Adidas. Yeah, this is before Adidas time, so I think this one is like 3 years old, but it's still out there, and it's still a great shoe. People complain about the boa cracking out. It have not happened to me on these shoes or on my snowboard boots either. So it's a nice system, really nice. And to be honest, I don't like to have laces flapping around when you're biking and get stuck into your crank arms or in your chain or something like that. This is much safer. This is a combination of free ride shoe, kind of enduro shoe, and it fits really good. The thing is, the model is more narrow than the downhill shoe, which is more comfortable. This one is, for me, not as comfortable as the others, and it's kind of stiff also, that you should consider when you buying it. Another favorite clip-in shoe I got is this one. This model is awesome. It's really light, it's stiff, you clip in, and it's really comfortable. Even when you're walking with the cleats in, it's nice. It's a nice shoe to wear on and off the bike, and also it's not slippery walking on wet stones and stuff like that. It's kind of grippy even if you have the cleat under it. This is a really trustable shoe. I really recommend it. I think it's like one of the cheaper lines they have in downhill shoes with clips. So yeah, I really recommend this shoe. It works so good for me. The sizes is great also as well. I have 44.5 on regular basis. I ordered 45 and it fits perfect. It's perfect. So with that said, subscribe and like my channel here, and jump into my Instagram, and well, I post funny stuff there, so well, this can be kind of nice to see you there. See you, arrivederci, I'm Leon, and all that jazz. I'm out.